Hey guys, so I just received in my brand new Magabox Elite X2. This is here this Android TV streaming box. And so we're going to take a look at this here in this video. So this box comes with a 4K resolution. It's running on Android 12. Of course, it supports over-the-air update. And then the remote control, you have the option to use voice commands. Then with some technicalities, some specifications here, 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gig of ROM, and then gigabit Ethernet, and then also now it has Wi-Fi 6, so this is going to be super fast streaming. Okay, so now let's have a look at the hardware itself. So this is here the Elite X2 box. Is a metal casing, kind of heavy, so I like that. So it's going to give us a lot of cooling to prevent the hardware from overheating. So also has some venting holes on the bottom, and then here these grippy dots on the bottom to prevent the unit from sliding. Then it has an external antenna that we can plug in. Then here power adapter, of course. I'm not sure why it says update. It's probably reset button. Then HDMI output. Then here, of course, the gigabit Ethernet, and then here an optical SPDIF output. Then on the right side here we have 3 USB ports. They're black and white. I'm not sure what the white is. And then the micro SD card slot as well to add some local media if you want to do that. Okay, so then let's have a look at the accessories. Let's start with the remote control. So as mentioned before, this comes with the voice activation, so you can give the Magabox here some commands over voice or voice input, and then of course I have lots of buttons. And this is a programmable remote control. So this means that you will be able to operate your other devices from this remote control. So that's really cool. Batteries are not included. We see here it takes 2 AAA batteries. Now let's have a quick glance over all the buttons we have. So on the top section we have, I believe, the programmable area, and then the standard buttons that you have on pretty much any other remote control as well. Okay, so then what else comes with it? So we have here an HDMI cable. I think it's about 3 feet long. So that comes in handy. And then here, this is the power supply, 12 volts output with a barrel connector. And then here the detachable Wi-Fi 6 antenna. So this goes right into the back here, and if you have a different antenna that you want to use instead, then you can do that of course as well. Just screw it in right into that port here on the back of the Elite X2. And then at last here, a small user's guide. So this just shows us what we have, what comes with the package, all the ports. So there's not much information in here. Then the setup, that is super simple. So I'm just going to hook this up to my TV right now. First thing, I have here the gigabit Ethernet port, plug that in, HDMI right next to it, and then of course here the power. So I'm using a Ethernet cable instead of using Wi-Fi. I just prefer that because the speed is just even better than over the Wi-Fi 6. And then it's going to boot up. Just on a side note, I do like to use one of these keyboards here. Those are pretty cheap on Amazon. I'm going to put a link below as well. So you're just going to plug in the dongle that comes with one of these keyboards, plug it into one of the USB ports, and then you can use that really comfortably. Okay, so then the Elite X2 starts up pretty fast. So I think I measured here around 12 to 15 seconds total startup time until it's operable. So we can see here now the intro, and then it's already running. So this was already it. This was the real startup. And then we have here 3 main sections. We have the live TV section, VOD or video on demand, and then playback. And then let's hook up the Wi-Fi as well. Let me show you how to do that. We're just going to into the settings, go to network and Ethernet, look for your Wi-Fi network, select it, and eventually you have to, of course, put in your password to that network, and then it's already connected. So, but as I said, I'm using the wired Ethernet connection. Then the Magabox comes with its own app store. So here you find a whole bunch of applications that you can use to study, for personal study and research. So you want to read that disclaimer. But here's a whole bunch of apps that are provided by Magabox, and you can download those and check those out. So a whole bunch that you can see here. And then, of course, let's have a look at some of those. So we're going to start out with the live TV. So as the title says, so here you can see some live TV channels. There's a whole bunch of channels, like unbelievable, like I'm not kidding, couple of thousand. So I don't think I didn't go down until the end of the list. I'm not sure how many channels there are, but you see here almost 2,500 different channels that are available, at least, and there's more. I didn't even scroll to the end. Then let's have a look at the different app. Let's take a look at here, Video on Demand, VOD. So this one allows you to watch like so many different movies and TV series, a lot of the latest stuff. So let's have a look at the movies here. You have over 29,000 movies to select from. You can filter them. You can search by name. You can filter by category. Same counts for TV series as well. So here we have over 2,800 different TV series, all categorized by category, and also you can search for them by name. Okay, so then let's have a look at the replay function. So this one, as you can see, this one allows you to watch the last 7 days of all of many different TV channels. So if you missed any show, anything, any news, you can go back up to 7 days and rewatch that here. So this is really easy to use. I think a really cool feature. Then, since this is an Android box, this also, of course, comes with a Google browser. So you can browse the web from here with no problem. You don't need your smartphone for that or your computer. Also, of course, the Google Play Store is on here. So you can install all of the apps that are available for the Android TV platform. And yeah, so that was already it for this video. Hope you found the information helpful. If you have any more questions or comments, then please leave a message below.